41 fresh officers graduating at the Townsville Academy. Constable Rachel McCrow was one of them, just 12 months ago.
We definitely all felt the sadness around us. It definitely hit home.
The police commissioner has sat down with the families of murdered constables McCrow and Matthew Arnold after they were gunned down in an ambush in Williambilla on Monday afternoon.
They wanted me to know Rachel and Matt not just as police officers, but what they were like as children growing up and who they were as people.
The brutality of that awful afternoon brought home as Constable Randall Kirk's car was removed. Its windows smashed, littered with bullet holes. Police say it's a miracle he and Constable Keely Brough survived.
The shot fired, further shot fired.
Nathaniel, Gareth and Stacey Train were eventually killed by police. The trio worked at several schools in Queensland and New South Wales as teachers, a groundkeeper and school principal.
You couldn't talk to Stacey by herself. Gareth was always there and he was like a standover person and he was more like a bully.
The ABC can reveal multiple complaints about Gareth and Stacey Train were made to the Queensland Education Department. Parents raised concerns about bizarre and inappropriate behaviour. The department says all three resigned and were not subject to any departmental disciplinary proceedings. In 2021, Gareth Train is believed to have been posting on Australian conspiracy websites in support of anti-government and anti-vaccination stances.
We will look heavily into the past several months and if not years.
Federal Parliament has paid tribute to the fallen police officers and murdered neighbour Alan Dare. The opposition leader, a former police officer, brought to tears.
Mr. Speaker, I want to acknowledge the work of all of those who attended the scene.
We can never count the true cost. We can never repay the full debt. All we can offer is the humble thanks of a grateful nation.
At the crime scene, police are still working around the clock, trawling through hundreds of pieces of evidence. Ballistic and forensic crews are there, Matt, as well as the dive squad. They're going through nearby dams. We're not exactly sure what they're looking for, Matt, but the fact that they're there really is an extraordinary development. Now, in contrast to that really horrible scene, Matt, in the communities, what we're seeing is the most magnificent outpouring of compassion and support, really, as people in these towns try to rebuild that sense of, I suppose, peace and camaraderie that these country towns like Tara and Chinchilla really pride themselves on, and that's been shattered just in the most horrible way by this entire event. Here in Chinchilla, the local old folks' home, the residents there are making rum balls. They'll be sold tomorrow night at a fundraiser for the fallen officers' families. The ladies at that home, Matt, they told me that they originally thought news of this tragedy came from America, and they were horrified and shocked to find out that it was really just kilometres away from them. Also in Chinchilla, stores have had to order in extra flowers after they sold out earlier this week, just because of the sheer amount being laid out behind me here at the Chinchilla police station. Now, there's also hundreds of these blue pin-on police ribbons on their way as well, Matt, for residents and people to wear and show their support. I spoke to one gentleman this morning, Matt. He told me he's never going to take his off.